this morning, the new search for remains in the killing of a 19-year-old Milwaukee woman. Prosecutors have charged Maxwell Anderson with homicide, mutilation, and arson in the death of 19-year-old Sade Robinson. She was last seen on a date with Anderson April 1st. On April 2nd, someone found a severed leg in Cudahy's Warnemont Park. Prosecutors say DNA evidence shows that it's Robinson's. Remains found in other areas have not officially been linked to Robinson. But as 12 News Emily Pofall reports, Robinson's family and friends are looking for more volunteers in their search.
Now we want y'all to look up the bluff and down on the ground. Y'all know what y'all looking for? Yes. Okay. I just want to warn you.
Grit and determination through grief. Another day of searching for Sade Robinson's remains and searching for closure for her family.
I think everybody's just overwhelmed.
Tracking through water and mud, Robinson's cousin sits in Warnemont Park after searching all day, too exhausted to go on camera.
It's just tiring because we're not getting anywhere. But our family needs peace and we need closure, so I don't want to stop.
A group of about 20. They're searching places mentioned in the criminal complaint of Robinson's suspected killer, Maxwell Anderson, accused of scattering her body parts across Milwaukee County. The search party spent most of Saturday looking here in Warnemont Park. People we spoke to say they came out to help search, to try to bring peace to Robinson's family.
It was really hard terrain, and you kind of have to be a madman to do it well.
This is Robinson's friend Josh.
I felt compelled to do that. I owed that to her.
The pair met at Pizza Shuttle, where Robinson worked.
She was gorgeous, and her smile could brighten anyone's day, and she just had that personality where she could cheer you up.
The group is still learning how to organize a widespread search party, and they're doing it with little help.
I've never been part of a search or anything like this before.
People want to get on the water because obviously she might be in the water and we don't have the resources.
In Warnemont Park, Emily Pofall, WISN 12 News.
The Milwaukee County Sheriff.
This is the murder of Sade Robinson. Sade Serena Robinson was born in 2004 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Sade is described by many as a wholesome and loving young lady. She had a smile that could brighten up a whole room. She had a personality that was so open and loving and inviting to everyone. She came from a very close-knit family and shared a precious relationship between she and her mother, Sheena Scarborough. Sade was set to graduate from Milwaukee Area Technical College with an associate degree in criminal justice in May. Her plan was to join the U.S. Air Force. On April 1st, 2024, Sade went on a first date with her co-worker from Pizza Shuttle, Maxwell Anderson. Maxwell was 33 years old. He took her to a seafood restaurant after she texted him that she felt like eating seafood. After the night out, Sade went back to Maxwell's home. She would not be seen or hear from again alive. The next day, authorities found severe human legs at Warnemont Park in Cudahy. It was later identified as belonging to Robinson, according to prosecutors. The case immediately received extensive publicity as additional human remains were found in Milwaukee in the days since. Sade's family and one of her close cousins joined the search as well, as they wanted so badly to get all of her remains so that she could have a proper burial. Sheena Scarborough, Sade's mother, was devastated. She recalled the last moment that she spent with her baby. She stated, "I spent the Easter Eve with her and the rest of the family. That was the last I saw my child. The next day, Sade video called her mother to talk about the rest of her night and how she planned to style her hair. She looked as beautiful, glowing as she always is, said Shanine Scarborough. She went on to state that her daughter was still figuring things out, but was always willing to help others. Her whole life was so ahead of her. She was so amazing, so beautiful, such a beautiful angel. Everywhere she went, people just admired my baby, Shanine concluded. Maxwell Anderson was arrested on April 4th at a traffic stop and charged with the death of Sade Robinson, 19, after police received a report of a severe leg located near a golf course in Milwaukee County, Wisconsin. The leg was discovered on April 2nd, the day after the two had went on a date. When Sade didn't show up for a shift at the pizza restaurant, her co-workers all knew that something was wrong. Maxwell Anderson was charged with first-degree intentional homicide, manipulating a corpse, arson of property other than a building. Prosecutors used surveillance footages, witness statement, and phone tracking records to build a case against Anderson. Officials with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office and Milwaukee Police Department said last week that the investigation and search for more body parts is ongoing. Anderson is scheduled to return to court for his preliminary hearing on April 22nd at 1:30 p.m. at the Milwaukee County Courthouse Criminal Justice Facility, where Assistant District Attorney Ian Vance Cruzman will be expected to provide probable cause that Anderson committed a felony. Anderson defense attorney Anthony Cotton will be able to cross-examine witnesses the state provides. Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Jean Keyes will decide if there is a probable cause. If she believes there is, then Anderson will stand trial. Then the case will move to an arraignment hearing where Anderson will plead guilty or innocent. This story is such a tragedy, and it's a reminder that you could never really trust anyone or trust anyone fully. What happened to this young lady is terrible. She literally had her whole life ahead of her, and she was doing great things to improve herself and become a better person, and her life was just sniffed out just like that. Sade Robinson seemed like a sweet and loving young lady inside and out. She loved to solo travel and had recently taken trips to Jamaica and New Orleans, among other states. The world was her oyster. She had everything going for her. Maxwell Anderson is just a monster, and unfortunately such a beautiful soul like Sade Robinson came within his path. My prayers and condolences go out to Shanine Scarborough and the rest of Sade family. May her beautiful soul rest in peace. Until next time on a Meaningful Talk Crime Doc, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you guys later in the comment section.